Hey, what is up guys? This is the Kung Fu Guy here, and this is another martial arts training at home video. Today I'm going to show you some basic martial arts exercises you can do at home without anyone else around. You can do them by yourself to improve your foundation. As I said, foundation, hard work, and patience are the three components that you really need. Okay? So this is for the foundation. You want to have a good structure, good base. Like when you're building a huge building, you have to get a strong base, otherwise it will fall down in the first earthquake. Okay? So I'm going to show you some exercises you can do really to help you understand a little bit of what martial arts really is. So I take this from Chinese training I've been doing, and it's really good for building a good basic. Those are the stances. Once you have a good stance, you can really progress forward. If you don't have a good stance, you will not be able to continue on with more advanced techniques. Also, I'm going to show you some balance drills, some focus drills to really help you start possessing the ability of body-mind connection. Okay? So let's get into the exercises. So the first stance I'm going to show you is called the horse stance, also known as the mabu in Chinese. You're standing with your feet wide open, your fingers pointing to the front, your knees also pointing to the forward. You don't want them to be either here or too much to the outside. You want to make sure both your feet are correctly on the floor. You keep your hands on your hips and you keep your back straight, trying to reach as high as you can with the top of your head. Okay? So you don't want to lean forward. You don't want to lean forward or lean back. You don't want to have your hips tucked inside. Some people like to do that. I don't think it's good for the knees. I prefer taking the hips back, keeping my back with an arch, my stomach inside, holding my chest out, hands to the sides, and going down really deep. When you go deep, you're really working on your quads, but it's also stretching your hip flexors and a lot of muscles down there. So you really want to focus on having that stance good. Mine isn't that good yet because of the injuries I've been working on, and really if you don't work on this and other stances, you won't have them. That's basically it. You need to practice hard and you need to have patience. You're not going to get it in one day. You need to go really down as to reach your body's in your knees level. Okay? Some people will start in this level, but you really want to go really down, keeping your back straight and your head as tall as you can. And when you do this, stay like that for as long as you can. Sure, don't go overtraining and do that for 30 minutes in the first time, but you want to continue working on until you can reach at least 10 minutes as a beginning. You want to start really easy, otherwise you'll overtrain, and at the beginning it's really easy to overtrain. So make sure you balance the training so the rest and the training will be quite even. Remember, your body is still weak, so you need some time to progress. The second stand is known as the bow stand. I forgot the name in Chinese, but it basically looks like that. Now, there is a few variations of that. One is with your hips open, and one is with your hips closed. I personally think that the closed hip is better. Okay? Not because this one is bad. I think that this one is more official. It looks better. Make sure both your hips are to the sides, your shoulders pointing to the forward, and your hands are on your hips. You want to make sure your back leg is pointing either to exactly to the side or to the front as possible. There's different people who will tell you that you should make sure your toes pointing to that side, and some say it should be all the way to this side. I think that it should be as comfortable to you, okay? But make sure it doesn't go to the back. This is incorrect. You want to make sure it is nice and tight, and your body is up straight, your back straight, your chest out, and your hands are together on your hips. Now, once you have those stances, work on both sides. Also, you want to make sure that your heels are on the same line. Some people say you should be this way, which is more balanced. I think that this way is more challenging, at least for the beginning. You should try to reach that flexibility in the hips and the strength of the hips and quads. Okay? So once you have those two stances, the bow and the horse, you want to start working on moving from each one of them to the other. So a good way to start is by doing the horse stance and then pushing out to the bow stance. Going back to the horse stance, pushing to the bow stance. I can't really do all the motion because of the injury still, so I'm doing as much as I can. You should do as well. Don't push yourself too hard and end up tearing some muscles. You want to go from this, 3 seconds, to this, 3 seconds. And take the time to really find out the correct way to do that. The stance, the correct posture. Don't want to lean forward. Some people lean forward, some people tuck their butt in. As I said, you want to make sure your posture is good and you start working your flexibility and strength simultaneously. Again, mind-body connection.